Here we go. Yeah. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. What are you learning? What did you learn? Are you continuously learning something new every single day? Myself. I'm using myself as an example, as I normally do on these videos, all right? If a person's not able to use themselves as an example, then you probably should not be listening to them. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. If a person, whether they're a thought leader, YouTuber, podcaster, regular Instagram influencer, whatever it is, if they claim to be some sort of a thought leader, if they claim to have these incredible thoughts and these gems, and they cannot use themselves as an example, they're always using someone else, then they're not the person to be listening to. Just giving you a gem early today, all right? So, yesterday, and for those of you who don't know, I teach at this center named the Creative Center of Education. I teach at a learning center named the Creative Center of Education, in which it's a private school and a learning center all kind of merged into one. And one of the unique things about this school is it's an art-based curriculum. Throughout the entire day, the kids are taking art projects and they're integrating it with social studies, with math, with science, all the basic things that you need to learn at that elementary school level, right? So what happens when you work at a school like this is, as adults, we learn shit. At least the way I approach this job is I learn a ton of shit, right? So yesterday there was a project that Miss Santiago had the kids doing, in which we were using something called Modelo Magic, which is like a kind of a Play-Doh, but it was made by Crayola Play-Doh, in which you can mix yellow and blue and make green and all the primary colors, like I'll show you on my shirt. Red, yellow, blue, those are the primary colors, and you can mix it to get whatever color it is you want. That's why the logo is what it is, right? So seeing how everything was coming together, I saw Crayola crayons, I saw Crayola markers, and then I saw Crayola Play-Doh, and it really got me curious. It really got me curious about how the company got started and what it's all about, and some of the origins and things like that. So what I did this morning is I looked them up. I looked up Crayola and how they got started, and I found out a very interesting fact. That I want to pass along to you guys, all right? For the past 30 years, Hallmark has owned Crayola. Yes, the card company in which sells gift cards, holiday cards and shit like that. They bought Crayola and they let Crayola stay in its lane and Hallmark stays in their lane, to where someone buys. Just think about how much sense that makes. Right? You get Crayola, the world leader, pretty much the world leader in art supplies for students, art supplies for teachers. They have all these. You go on their website right now, there's nothing that you won't find if you're looking for something from an art-based curriculum. At the school I'm at, there's boxes, my nigga. Listen, bro, there is boxes of Crayola products, all just boxes of Crayola stuff, all stacked up in the art supplies closet. And then when you think about who they sold the company to, Hallmark, it's like, that's brilliant. And it brings me to what I want to talk to you guys today about, is understanding who is going to be your strategic partner. All right, who's going to be your strategic partner? When you're getting into business, there's a lot of little things that you have to consider, especially from a marketing standpoint. We all know you're good enough to do whatever it is you're trying to do. You're all good enough to be a great speaker. You're good enough to be a great author. You're good enough to be a great accountant. You're good enough to be a great whatever it is you put your mind to. But there are other elements that need to be in place for you to do the thing that you want to do. Right? Just like Crayola, again, they're the art supply. They're the one that's supplying the art. And then Hallmark is packaging that shit up, right? Packaging that shit up into holiday cards, and they're selling the art. And it's a match made in heaven. All right. For myself personally, when it comes to the Plus LY brand, and whether it's the Move Swiftly podcast, the Six Figure Athlete, Make Your Move Swiftly, Your Guide to Innovative Teamwork, all the books I have out, and then you take it to the Move Swiftly Marathon, the actual race I'm going to be creating, my strategic partner would be a sporting goods company, like a Dick's Sporting Goods or Modell's or something like that, right? Because they need the kind of stuff I do in order for them to create sales, and you create that symbiotic relationship, and that's what strategic partnerships are all about. All right, very, very important that you have these kinds of answers before you go out and do your thing. Take it from me, I've lost everything. I went bankrupt, I lost my car, I lost my phone, lost absolutely everything because I didn't have this consideration. I didn't consider making sure that there was a solid strategic partner in place, in which is going to offload a lot of the things that will keep me away from doing what it is I'm great at, all right, which is coming up with ideas, which is creating opportunities, which is motivating people, which is helping people deal with rejection, and creating all around motivation and inspiration, and figuring out ways to innovate when it comes to teamwork. All right, that's what I'm all about. So again, I'll need people who can sell the products, to make it so I get the platform and do my thing. Very important lesson today. I hope you guys take it into consideration. To dive deeper into all of this stuff, the main website is makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. It is your one-stop shop for all your teamwork and self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.